Hi, legends. Welcome, welcome. Paul is looking interesting. So more of you think that we are going to $110,000 first before we hit $100,000. Right. There's a couple of key levels that I'm watching. One or two in particular that will give us the clue as to whether momentum is going to continue to the upside or whether we are going to see a little bit of a nasty correction here to the downside. Welcome, legends. Smash up the like on your way in. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, because this is where we provide education, day trading setups, and how to basically trade to be a successful day trader. Okay. Right, legends. I've mixed up the song ever so slightly today. Right, so same song, different remix. Okay, legends, let's dive into the technical analysis. Let me say hi to the beautiful community. Let's go and see what can like to be cooking here on the price of Bitcoin. Right, legends, thanks for joining the stream. Let's get right into it. I just want to grab my water, so I've got it here close to me because I do get thirsty while I present over here. For now, the price is going up, and it does not surprise me that Bitcoin, okay, this gives giving jazzy effects. It does not surprise me that Bitcoin is at a critical decision moment, okay, where either the bulls or the bears are going to win this fight, and it's hanging in the balance between two critical levels that's going to give us that potential confirmation whether we are going to maybe even $112,000 or whether we are going to smash $100,000 and potentially even lower. Okay, maybe I should say that lower. Right. Legends, Mr. Not Financial Advice, welcome to the stream. I appreciate all the mods always. Plan the trade, okay? And what? Plan the trade and trade the plan. Yes, with no plan, there's no trade to be taken. Really great advice. And then Dewald wrote you, hi legends, hit the like on your way in as always. Mr. Picasso, show us today's painting. Hi Dewald, like smashed. Simon, welcome to the live stream. I don't think I've seen you here for a while, Simon, or you're just quiet. You're watching the live stream there quietly, or maybe I just don't see your comments because there's so many comments that come through. CVD looks very bullish here locally. I'm not sure what you voted. Are you voting $110,000 first? Okay, it looks like the $100,000 level is winning over here. So you guys think that we are going down lower before we are going to hit $100,010. Hemra, hi Dewald, welcome. Junior, hello legends. SGS in the house. Market smash the likes. George, hello Dewald, welcome. Ali, hello. Elizabeth, always great to see you. Hi Dewald, hope you're doing fine. I'm absolutely fantastic. Thanks for joining the live stream. Hello Dewald, hello all. The man, the legend, watch and listen. As always, thanks for your support, Mr. Watch and Listen. I always see you here inside the comments, including Mr. Everest and Elizabeth. Right, the list just goes on. I remember some of you guys being here supporting me from when I started my YouTube channel roughly a year ago, okay? Celebrating 12 to 13 months of the YouTube channel over here. Hello Buddha, first 100 first 100 first, my brother here in the house. Insane scalper on the 1 minute and 5 minute time frame. Honest, I was actually telling some of the legends the other day that you are an extremely good scalp trader on the lower time frames. Okay, and they asked me, does your brother use Elliott wave theory as well? And I said, I think he uses Elliott wave theory. I'm not too sure about the strategy that he uses, but I know Hannes loves Elliott wave theory just as much as me. And believe it or not, it's actually my brother that introduced me to Elliott wave theory. Okay, one day when we didn't know anything about trading, and he just posed the question to me one day. It's like, why does everything move in waves? And it looks like that little dinosaur with the fins on its back. Okay, I keep on forgetting dinosaur with fins. Not fins, fins. Right, this is the picture that we actually spoke about. This one over here, right? Hannes, do you remember? Okay, that's not going to work. Let me just do this, right? That little dinosaur with fins here on the back, because, I mean, one could argue, right? One could argue. I need to find a better example. But if you go here onto the daily time frame, guys, I'm just having a little bit of fun, right? What does this look like? Hannes, what does this look like, right? You have the tail, you have the body, you have the head, right? My brother loves my paintings. He thinks I'm an absolute Picasso, right? There's the tail, and then here you've got the fins on the back, right? Everything moves in waves, right? So the charts actually reminded us of this little dinosaur over here, and that is how we started going into Elliott wave theory. And the only thing we remembered, and I remember the only thing we knew about Elliott wave theory was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up and ABC to the downside. That's it. That you know. And then we thought, oh, we nailed it. We know Elliott wave theory. Okay, we've absolutely nailed it. Whew, a couple of years later, and I very quickly realized that we actually knew nothing back then. But you know, when you start out, what do you know? What do you know, right? But you learn very quickly. Anyways, legends, just enough of that, right? Enough of that. Let's get back here into the action. Dewald, thanks for your videos. Dario, thanks for joining the live stream. Good to smash the likes, folks, if you appreciate the live stream. Yes, Elizabeth, absolutely true. Ali, I think Bitcoin will go up and fall again, right? So you predicting that we are going to maybe what? Okay, go up a little bit and then fall down again? Or are we going up a little bit more and then fall down again? Or are we going up and then we're falling? Now, that is the question. 110th first or $100,000 first? That is the question. Right, legends, let's get into the technical analysis. Okay, I think I've tackled all the questions over here and all the comments. So far, we are coming to the CME gap at 102. Definitely a possibility. Right, legends, keeping the analysis very simple over here. Okay, the question now is, when I look at this structure, okay, this is a very interesting structure over here. And I want to show you guys what is the conundrum that we find ourselves in. This is a little bit of a conundrum, okay? I just want to see, where can I change the color? Right, let's make it a nice little bright color so everyone can see my scribble. Okay, the conundrum we find ourselves in is going to become very clear in a moment, but price is here at exactly a level where it is a critical decision whether we are going down or whether we are going to continue momentum back to the upside. Okay, for now, from a trading perspective, the trend is still up and it's still in our best interest to look for longs to the upside. Okay, the trend is your friend until the very end. Right, legends. Now, the question is, okay, I can count 5 waves. Hannes, you're paying attention. Okay, and if I get this wrong, please let me know in the comments. Okay, because we studied Elliott wave theory together, myself and my brother, right? I can count a 5-wave structure here. Okay, whether this is the top or this is the top doesn't really matter to me, because that's the low. That's all I care about. Okay, because this could be one and an ABC flat, or this could be the top with a corrective structure here to the downside, right? It doesn't really matter. But so what I'm trying to get to is I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or however you want to count this. You can count a 5-wave structure to the upside. That is the point that I'm trying to make over here. Okay, whether this is the corrective structure to the downside or whether this was the top of number 5 and this is part of a corrective structure here to the downside remains to be seen. Now the question is this, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, which means that there is still a 5 wave to be done, where this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And this is a very important question to get clarity on, because if this is the end of the impulse, it means that this structure needs to correct itself, okay? Because in each impulse has a correction, okay? Another impulse has a correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. And when you get to 5, it means the entire structure now needs to correct itself. So is this the start of a deeper correction to the downside, where we hopefully find a higher low and then continue momentum back to the upside? Or is 5 not done? Okay, that is the question. And now I can share with you, well, there's something very interesting that I'm looking for in this zone that could give me the probabilities of whether we're moving higher or whether we're moving down lower. Right, so this is where this little structure becomes very interesting. So for this structure, I want to go onto the 15-minute time frame. Let's just zoom into this little structure and the correction that we've had here to the downside. Okay, yesterday I ended my live stream. Yeah, okay. We actually made, and I ended off the live stream to say that, guys, I think the probabilities, if we tap the 0.618, is higher, that we most probably going to claim the low. But I want to throw a spanner in the works, okay? The spanner that I threw in the works, what if this is a 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go down? Okay, and that is the scenario that played out over here. So now the question is, okay, is this corrective structure done? Right, that is now the important questions. Was this a B, and this is a C wave to the downside? Very important, because now I have invalidation levels that can give me a clue. So the conundrum that I'm trying to figure out, depending on what price action is going to show me next, is this a 1, 2, 3, and this is part of a 4 that's still forming here, and we're going to get another low and then get acceptance back above. Okay, usually your fourth waves are larger than your second waves, and by larger I don't mean deeper, I mean longer in time. So if this second wave took 3 hours, okay, you want the fourth wave to take 3+ hours, 3, 4, 5 hours. Okay, it needs to be longer in time. That is what's very important. Okay, and so far it is longer, and it has rejected at a interesting target over here at the moment. So what I am looking at now, legends, is that if you are still speculating on another wave to the downside, okay, there's a clear invalidation for a fourth wave. Okay, you take a fib, so if this is 1, 2, 3, and it's busy forming a fourth wave, and I mean the fourth wave can still go up a little bit more and then still reject, and I will show you guys the target in a moment. If this is a 1, 2, 3, and it's busy forming a 4, and you are still expecting the lows to be claimed over here, you take a fib, normal Fibonacci from number 2 to the bottom of 3, and this is where things become interesting. Okay. Ooh, we actually did tap a maximum fib target. Ooh, I didn't see that. Right. Can't go a little bit higher. Maybe a little bit more, but we can't go much higher. Okay. The 50% fib level over here that we tapped to perfection is a maximum fourth wave target. So you really want your fourth wave to be in. It is fine if this comes up and it fails again, creating a double top. Okay, that's perfectly fine, but you do not want to see the 0.618 hit. That will then invalidate a fourth wave, and it means that this corrective structure is done. This could potentially be the lows for now. And once you tap the 0.618, you increase the probabilities that any momentum to the downside is potentially a buying opportunity, where we could go and increase the probabilities of going higher, claiming the high, and go back into price discovery. Okay, which then means if you look at the entire structure here, right, if I look at the entire structure, it then means that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. right? Which actually does look better because this second wave over here and the fourth wave over here then has a better relationship with each other, because counting this structure as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, look how small the fourth wave is compared to the second wave. And remember what I've just shared with you is that generally speaking, more commonly, your fourth wave is longer in time than your second wave. So it's not an invalidation, it just lowers the probabilities. Okay, so now this is the critical conundrum that Bitcoin sits in at the moment. Okay, then what's also interesting is, I think I do actually have it marked out here. There we go. Right, let's do this. Switch on the line. Everyone likes to see the line. Okay, so now's the question, is 4 in or is 4 still in the making over here, where we could still come and claim the low? Now, remember what I've just told you about the fourth wave, right? Remember what I've just told you. 1, 2, 3, 4, maximum target, 50% FIB level. You don't want to tap the 0.618 for price to still take the low, okay? Complete the fourth wave, and then we go up in a 5. Right, but, there's a target over here that this fourth wave is also not allowed to tap. And is exactly the same. You take it from this second wave to the top, and you will see where the 0.618 is. Exactly the same rule. 0.618 is an invalidation for a fourth wave. Where did we get the bounce? By the 50% FIB level, which is a maximum target for a fourth wave, right? So, in other words, if price still comes down, and it does not tap the 0.618, you really wanted to literally swing the low and get acceptance back above. It should not tap the 0.618. It is not a hardcore invalidation in Elliott wave theory, but it significantly reduces the probabilities that when you tap the 0.618, that the fourth wave is most likely not a fourth wave. It is something else. Okay, and also this 0.618 level is awfully close, okay, to this little pivot over here. So whether you have one over here or whether you have one over there, the fourth wave is also not allowed to go into the territory of number 1. Okay, so you really actually want price to start finding strength here to the upside. That's basically what it boils down to. You want price to start finding strength to the upside, and you want us to tap the 0.618, which will then increase the probabilities that we could still have more momentum here to the upside. It's as simple as that. If price comes down and it taps the 0.618, we then increase the probabilities that we're going to $100,000 before we go there, and maybe even lower. Okay, because this could then mean that the impulsive structure is done. So maybe we put 3 over there, we put 4 over there, we put 5 over there. And now we're looking for a deeper 3-wave corrective structure to the downside. Okay. Wait, not like that, right? Like such. Okay, you don't want to tap the 0.618 over here. It is fine if price moves down, it taps the 0.618 and then it jumps back up. That's absolutely fine. I will be looking for shorts in the zone. Okay, once you tap the 0.618 over here, you invalidate a bigger fourth wave, then I am going to be looking for shorts. As long as price holds this level, slongs are still in our favor, right? So legends, those are basically the important levels that I'm watching here at the moment. For now, okay, there is still a probability that this is 4 and we're still looking for 5. Okay, whether 3 is there, I don't really care, okay. This could also be an ABC for the 5th wave here now to the upside, which looks better at the moment. But as long as we don't take the low, there's a high chance that we are going to find upwards momentum. Right, and then from a simplicity perspective, I know this is Elliott wave theory. A lot of people say it is boring, it is too complex, I don't understand it, okay? But, you know, I mean, this is why you guys are following me. Absorb the knowledge, apply it to your own trading strategies, go read some books, check out some websites, go follow other people that do Elliott wave theory as well, so that you can brush up on your knowledge. I really do find Elliott wave theory extremely interesting because it does give you directional bias, and it also gives you probabilities and invalidation points. Okay, that's what makes it so powerful. Right, legends, and okay, and so far the price is finding strength. Oh, yeah, my dinosaur picture. Okay, so far the price is finding strength here to the upside. I wanted to check out CVD. CVD still looks bullish, right? I don't see any weakness at the moment. And as Simon or someone pointed out here, right? Bullish CVD is building up here at the moment. Yes, massive bullish CVD is building here up at the moment. Bullish CVD on yellow, bullish CVD on blue, bullish CVD on white. We have a triple confirmation, which shows me that retail wants to push price down and smart money still wants us to come at least claim the high. Okay, this bullish CVD over here, that is the target. Right, that is the target. And for now, there is still a potential. As long as we do not tap the 0.618 over here, there is still the potential that we could come and roll down. Okay. Right, so those are basically the levels that I'm watching, legends. What now makes this interesting for me as well is to say that, well, okay, the bullish case scenario is that we tap the 0.618 and we just move up. Okay, from a simplicity perspective, I just want to check something here on the 5-minute time frame. Let's just see. I want to just zoom into the structure. Okay, on the 5-minute time frame, we've potentially already broken the trend, but you could also do that, right? We are nibbling at the trend. It looks like we're breaking out. So even from a D-line perspective, as soon as you start closing multiple candles above the trend, that could potentially be a nice little bullish sign to continue momentum to the upside, right? Your target is the high, your stop goes below the recent low, and I mean, this is the 5-minute time frame. Ideally, I would wait for a 15-minute candle to close above the trend. That's usually my preferred time frame. Remember, legends, the higher the time frame, the more accurate and reliable it becomes. The smaller the time frame, more fake outs. I do see, and you know, if my brother is still here, you will tell you guys as well, the 5-minute and 1-minute time frame is a completely beast by itself. Okay, lots of fake outs. You need to know that different trading strategies inside of those zones as well. Okay, so the higher the time frame, the more reliable, the more you can trust the breakouts, or even spot the fake outs. Okay, so I'm not convinced as yet with a little breakout, but I don't see, I think based on the data, okay, let me make this clear. Based on the data that we have right now, based on bullish CVD, based on the low that we have not taken yet, I think the probabilities are still slightly higher to move to the upside. The question is, we have very high impact news coming out. Very high impact news coming out. What's the time now? In an hour and 15 minutes, we have the Fed interest rate decision. Okay, and then also that conference, and you guys know when the conference starts, 30 minutes after the Fed interest rate hike, okay, that's usually when the volatility starts kicking in. Jerome Powell says something good, the price pumps. One of the, what do you call those news people, ask him a silly question, he answers the question wrong, the price dumps. So it creates volatility, and usually the most of the volatility is created during the Fed press conference. Okay, so let's see how that's going to pan out. I do not trade news and fundamental news of any sort. I just trade technicals, okay? What I can tell you guys now is if news comes out and you can see Bitcoin is in a decision moment. It doesn't want to claim the 0.618 and it doesn't want to claim the low. It's waiting for the news. Which way is it going to go? Right? If it taps the level, we increase the probabilities that even with the retracement, we can move up. If it falls down, it taps the 0.618, and then maybe there's a Fed conference and it starts getting bullish, I will be looking for shorts because you invalidated the bullish case scenario to the upside. So you can see where Bitcoin is at the moment. It's waiting. It's waiting for that juicy news to come out to give the trading probabilities. okay, is probably it needs to give us the probabilities. Are we going up or are we going down? Okay. At the moment, it is neutral, very, very, very neutral. So I've highlighted to everyone what are the levels that I'm watching, okay, to expect further momentum to the upside, and what is the level to the downside that will invalidate further momentum to the upside. But I just want to make it clear, legends, when I go back here onto the 15-minute, let's go 1 hour time frame, okay, by no means am I saying, okay, let's take that out the way. If I take a fib here from the low to the high, if price, oops, this low, right? If price comes down and it taps the 0.618, I'm not saying that we're doing this, okay? All I'm saying is that when you tap the 0.618, you could still get a bounce to the upside, and then everyone's going to say, Dewald was smoking his socks, and then this happens. Okay, so you can still get the bounce, but you've now increased the probabilities that you're not creating an impulse back to the upside. You are rolling over, so you could come back up, make a lower high, and then tank back to the downside. Right. Good evening, charters. Have a great trading day. Rudy, welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you being here. Finn is on Reebok and Nike. Oh, you guys talking to each other over here? Not sure. Right. I've got some altcoin requests streaming in here. How come you're all the D line? How come you all call it the D line? Watch and listen. It's because inside of our Legends Pro community, we've just dubbed it this we used to say the one line train strategy, and it's such a long name. And then the legend said, why don't we just call it the Dewald strategy? And then I said, well, why don't we just call it the D line? Nice and short, brief, to the point. D line is what I used to do a lot of my, I won't say most of my trading, but it's a very successful strategy if you are able to master it. Okay. Right, legends. So now we're currently here in a decision moment. Now I just want to play out. Okay. Got it. Love it. Right. So the D-line strategy basically stands for Dewald strategy, because it's a strategy that I've introduced to the legends and we use it with great success. Okay, right, legends. And before I dive a little bit deeper into the analysis, remember, for those of you that do not know, down in the description, you click on more. Let me zoom in so everyone can see. Okay, there's Bluffin and there's Weeks. Really loving these two exchanges. With Weeks, you get to spin the wheel. Okay, guaranteed prizes over here, and obviously there's T's and C's. Just go and read through the T's and C's about how it basically works. But in a nutshell, how it works is the more you trade, the more chances you get to spin the wheel. Okay, and there's 1 Bitcoin up for grabs, and it's exclusive to our Bitcoin community. Right, absolutely fantastic. On Weeks also, you only need an email and a password to sign up, and by using the link down in the description, you also get much lower trading fees. Okay, Bluffin, the more you trade, the more money gets airdropped into your account, right? The T's and C's are inside of this banner. Go check it out. But basically what it boils down to, the more you trade, more money gets airdropped into your account. All you need is an email and a password to sign up to start trading. And on Weeks, you get up to 20k sign up bonus by completing some simple activities. Okay, you don't even have to trade to qualify for the 20k bonus. There's simple activities like deposit your first $100 and you get this. Register and or go and do this, or transfer money from this account to this account, and then you get this, right? You guys can go and read through that. Absolutely amazing here on Weeks at the moment. But these are the two exchanges that I do most of my day trading. Okay, most of my investment portfolio, spot bags, maybe some of my swing trades I've got here on Bybit and 𝗞𝗍cie. Right, but I really enjoy day trading on these two exchanges. So go down, sign up to qualify for the best bonuses and the chance to spin the wheel there on Weeks. Okay, right, legends. So very interesting to see what's going to happen here on the price of Bitcoin. Now I want to do some speculation so that we are prepared. Okay, we need to be prepared. Another thing I wanted to point out. Okay, that 618 level is very, very, very. I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm not even going to talk about that. Right. So, legends. Question now is, okay, if, let's now play the what if scenario. If this is the high, and this was the impulse to the upside, and this is now the corrective structure that's going to correct ourselves. Now we need to find areas of confluence, because this could still be an impulse, this could be a correction to the downside, and we could still blast off. Okay, right. So the scenario that I've just explained inside of this zone, do we just blast off from here? That's basically what it means. Or do we go down a little bit deeper before we blast off? So this can be counted as an impulsive structure, and we could be forming a three-wave corrective structure. And obviously the most, how can I say it, obvious level is round about the 0.618. We have a naked point of control, and we also have a daily level right at the 0.618, right at the naked point of control. So a very interesting zone to speculate on a potential bounce here to the upside. I am not saying that these bounces are just going to do this, but you will at least get a bounce. Whether you make a lower high and continue, I am expecting a bounce in the zone. Right. We also have, and that's why I'm saying that, legends, if I take the FIP back to the second low over here, where I've just spoken about the 0.618, we still have a naked point of control over here. Okay. And what's interesting to me is ever so slightly. Okay, if you tap this, we have not tapped the 0.382 just as yet. We have not tapped this level just as yet. Okay, and this level is more or less exactly where the 0.618 level is when you take your FIP from this low. Okay, right, almost at exactly the same level, right? So that's why I'm saying, even if you come back down and you do this, you could still get upwards momentum, but now because you tap the 0.618, okay, you could potentially form that lower high and then continue back to the downside, and then maybe you bounce in this zone that I've just identified. That will be a three-wave corrective structure, and we could potentially go and claim the highs once again from this bounce over here. Because this structure looks impulsive, this can be corrective, and you're looking for new impulses back to the upside. Right, there is another scenario, but it doesn't really carry high probability for me at the moment. I do see that some people, from an Elliot wave perspective, are counting this and saying that, well, Dewald, isn't this a 112? And we're just going to get a third explosive wave here to the upside. Rudy, I'm not sure if you're still here in the live stream, because I know Rudy also loves Elliot wave theory, and you know he's been he's I'm not sure how good his knowledge is on Elliot wave theory, but I'm sure, I mean, you'll agree with me, is that in a 112, okay, you want your second 1-2, this 1-2, to be smaller than this 1-2. So it's not an invalidation, but it does lower the probability for this to be a 1-2 where we do go and tap the 0.618, and then it just blasts off here in an explosive third wave to the upside. Okay, it's just this 1-2 is incredibly big compared to this 1-2 over here. Okay, and for this 1-2, your invalidation is $99,000. Right. So I just want to make it clear that there's still a potential for a 1-2, 1-2, although it doesn't carry the highest probability. But I also want to highlight that I have seen them play out on Bitcoin. There is examples where Bitcoin has made a 1-2 and a bigger 1-2, and they actually play out, right? But it's not common. It's, 3 out of 10 times or 2 out of 10 times you will see these scenarios play out, and 8 out of 10 times they don't play out. So just want to highlight that this is a scenario that could still potentially play out, and this is why this naked point of control, the daily level, and this naked point of control still looks so goddamn juicy, Okay, so then you would take a fib from this low. If you're speculating on a double 1-2 year to the upside, right, you have some obvious levels. You still have the 0.618. And I know, legends, now it gets confusing, okay? Is this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And now that I show you 1, 2, 1, 2, you can still tap the 1, 2, the 0.618 and do this. Okay, so it is confusing, but unfortunately, that is how Elliott wave scenarios work. Okay, I can tell you guys now, once we tap the 0.618, if price had to fall down here and it taps the 0.618, what I will be paying attention to is with the movement to the upside, do we form a 3-wave structure or do we form a 5-wave structure? Is there bullish or bearish CVD? Does volume start to increase to support momentum to the upside, or does volume start to decrease? Okay, all of those signs will tell me whether this is corrective or whether this is going to start impulses back to the upside. So I need the price action to play out to tell me whether this is going to be a double 1-2 and continuation, or whether this bounce is going to be a corrective target for continuation back to the downside. So not easy, and unfortunately nothing is ever easy in trading, and that is why it's so important to practice and apply your trading strategy. Know where to take profits, know where to put your stop loss, and know why you are entering the trade. The 3 W's, very important, legends. The 3 W's, okay? If you can, from a day trading perspective, if you can answer the 3 W's, I always talk about the 3 W's, okay? Why am I entering? Where is my profit? Where is my risk management? Tick, you can enter the trade. Okay, so regardless of whether this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whether this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 to the upside, whether this is the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC to the downside, if you can plan your trade properly, you know where to take profits, you get in, you get out, you're happy with the profits that you've made, that's all what it's about. It's about observing the price reaction at certain levels and taking those trading decisions with absolute good risk management. This morning in our Legends Pro community, okay, we were looking at this structure here. Okay, let me go back here onto the 15-minute time frame. And I was literally, someone asked me a question, Dewald, where's the 1.618 with this move here to the downside? We were trading, where were we trading? Okay, we were trading, yes, we were trading here. Okay, even before we got this little week, we were trading here. Someone asked me the question. They had they 1.618 at a little bit further down, and they asked me, Dewald, how do I measure this move here to the downside? And as I was measuring the move, let me do this. No, not that one. Where's my reverse button? Here we go. Let's do this. Price was there. Okay, so this is what I saw this morning, and someone asked me, Dewald, where is your 1.618? And I quickly took my fib. I quickly took my fib. My kettle was still boiling, right? I did this, and I was like, ooh, ooh. And the first thing that I thought is, if we tap the 1.618, oh, I'm going to get into a long over here, especially if price moves down and it gets acceptance back above. Okay, I got busy with other things, and then what happened is, that happened. Oops. That happened, right? We tapped it for the first time and I missed it. I was busy with other things. And then we tapped it for a second time and I missed it as well. I missed the damn long, because I'm telling you guys now, and the Legends, the pro members here inside of the chat, you know how much I love this level, and you know how much I love this price action where you leave a week behind and you get acceptance back above. That was the long. And I told the Legends when I started my live stream inside of the Legends Discord community, like, guys, that was the long, right? If you snipe it this long, you SFP here from the lows beautifully, you tap the 1.618. I mean, that was the long that I wanted to get in. And then I said, if you want to take profits now, because if this is a one, oops, let me just do this. Okay. Where's my pen? If this is a 1, 2, 3, okay, 1.618, and we are creating a fourth wave, we know where to take profits. Okay. So the why was answered. Okay, so if you were able to catch this little bugger over here, okay, Why am I entering the trade? We're getting acceptance back above the low, and we tapped the 0.618, and we did not close any high time frame candles closes below. So that is why I'm entering the trade. Great. Where is your risk management? Like literally below the low. Great. Where do you plan to take profits? Okay. Take your FIB from the high to the low, 0.382 and 50%. So maybe you leave some, you take majority of your profits at the 0.382, and maybe you close your position by the 50% FIB level, because based on probabilities, this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you take the low again, and then you get stopped out after you were in profits, and now you don't have any more profits because you were greedy, you were waiting for the high to be claimed. Okay, so that's how we plan the trade. Okay, and then so from a risk to reward perspective, that was the trading setup, okay, which I didn't take. I was making coffee. Right, and then we press play, and then, the rest is history, right? That looked scary there to the downside. You just wait, you sit on your hands, you don't do anything. Bam, TP1 and TP2 got hit with that little move there to the upside. Now the trade's done. Okay, legends. Now, and that's what I'm saying, from a day trading perspective, you don't care if we're going to $110,000 or whether we're going to $100,000. From a day trading perspective, you plan your trade, you answer your 3 W's, you get in, you put in your stop loss, you take profits, and now you have a successful trade. If price does this to the upside, we don't cry about it. We look for the next trading setup. That's what we do. There's potentially a long playing out here at the moment. If there's some high time frame candle closes above this trend and bullish CVD keeps on building up, there's potentially a long trade. Why am I entering? Break of trend. Bullish CVD. Where am I putting my stop loss? Below the low. Where am I targeting? Okay, I will, then I will take my FIB here to this high. Okay, now my profit taken areas is changing, right? I will take some profits by the 50%, 618, and leave some of the position open for higher levels, depending on what your trading strategy is and where you plan to take profits. But if we have a successful breakout here, you tap the 0.618, like I've said in the beginning of the live stream, you increase the probabilities of claiming the low high and going to higher levels. So that is how we plan our trades. We do not get sad if price, okay, if you are one of those legends or someone that took the long, okay, and you closed your position, and you've made some nice profits and price does that, we do not cry. We are happy that we have a successful trade, because guess what? There's still going to be 1,000 more trades as a day trader that you have to take every single day. And if you are going to be one of those traders that gets greedy every time you enter a trade, thinking that every time you're going to claim the high and just go to higher levels, you're going to be stopped out numerous times, you're going to bleed out your account, and you're going to struggle as a day trader. Okay. Cool. Legends, a little bit of education. Hope you guys enjoy it. Smash up the like button for the education. Teaching you guys here how I trade from a day trading perspective. 1.618, Dewald's magic number. Yes, everyone knows the 1.618. Okay, the 1.618. If you guys haven't seen, if I go back here onto my channel, let me go back here onto my channel. I want to show you guys under lives. Okay, I want to ask you guys something else as well. Under lives, if you scroll down, there's a thumbnail that has a 1.618 number on it. I just want to scroll down here a little bit. There we go. There we go. Do you guys see the little sunflower there with the 1.618? Go check out that video. Very, very, very interesting. And then you will see why I love the 1.618. Love, 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 love the 1.618 from a technical perspective. And then you get influencers here on YouTube that says Fibonacci's don't work. 618, who's 618? Right? Go watch that video and you'll see how powerful the 618 is. There I actually showed everyone how powerful the 618 is. Right, legends. The other thing, just give me some feedback here in the comments. The other thing that I'm trying out here at the moment, you guys can see, if you look at all the thumbnails, okay, I'm very proud of the thumbnails because I make it myself, but I've been using the same photos, okay, me with my blue shirt, just different faces, me with my blue shirt. And now recently, okay, I am taking a fresh picture before I design the thumbnail every day. So you can see even the shirt that I have on now is the shirt that I'm wearing here today. Previous day, previous. So you can see these pictures look a little bit different from the blue shirt pictures over here. Let me know in the comments, do you like it more or does it look not as good as the blue shirt? Let me put it that way, right? Do you like these thumbnails more or do you like me with the blue shirt more? I just want to get some feedback. Did not watch all Dewald's videos. Progress bar is not completed. This is very bad. Shame you. I see you did not watch Dewald's videos. Well, yeah, you guys can see I actually do watch most of my videos, but I have different YouTube channels. Okay, so sometimes I do watch my videos on another channel. Right, but did I watch the 1.618? Well, a little bit over there, a little bit. Okay, so let's just cheat it over here and do that. Right. Oh, I did. Oh, what did you say? I did watch it. I did watch it. Right. Oh, didn't update. Didn't update. Damn, didn't update. Cool. Legends, let's get back here onto the price of Bitcoin. The price action here at the moment can like to be a little bit bullish. Okay, we're getting some candle closes, 15-minute candle closes above the trend. Is this going to be that bullish sign that we need here to the upside? Okay, bullish on thumbnails, USDT, thumbnails on weeks. Can you do a thumbnail where it looks like you're shouting at Andy? They all look good. I didn't notice until you said something. Oh, okay, perfect. Right. Okay, so you guys don't actually pay attention to it. Okay, that's great. I hate blue colors. I love it. BTC breaking D line. Yes, you have to KYC for most of them though, right? But for Bluffin and Weeks, all you need is an email and a password. They all look good. Can it be a t-shirt? As far as I know, all I want is the TA. Okay, so you guys basically don't care about the thumbnails. All you want is the TA. It can be a blank screen just saying that I'm going live. Okay. Bikini would be okay, now you guys are just getting silly. Right, legends, but these are now the probabilities that I'm watching. What I do find interesting is what I quickly want to do over here is to say that, well, if, okay, now we need to go work out some targets. Legends, let's go work out some targets. If we are going to create a fifth wave here to the upside, how high can we go? Okay, because we all know once you've completed a 5-wave structure to the upside, what happens next? Bam. Okay, right? So there are a couple of ways to measure a 5th wave target to the upside. So what I'm going to do is first way is you take a fib from the low to the high of 3 to the low of 4, and then I want to put in a box. I think a box is going to work much better, right? Let me put in a box over here. Okay, so let me do that. 0.618, 1111. I have actually spoken about the 1111 number in a couple of my other previous live streams. Okay, so let's make the box there. And then another way to measure it is, let's take that out, is you take it from, yeah, it's no, I'm just going to use the same pivot, right? Reverse it, 1.236. So now I can take the box and do this. Okay. That is your box for your 5th wave. Okay. You have the 0.618 at the top, and you have the 1.236 at the bottom. Using different methods to measure the 5th wave, this is the box where you potentially can find the rejection if price continues here to the upside, right? This is the rejection box. Top level that I'm watching is $111,000. Bearish level is basically you claiming the high. Okay, so you go and complete the 5th wave, you make a higher high, and then you fall down. Right. So bearish level is at $108,000, 886. Okay, but that is your box. If momentum continues to the upside, right? That is the box. Mariella, bam. I want a thumbnail of Dewald whispering chainlink to 0 in Andy's ear. You guys, I actually do have a picture, a couple of pictures of Andy. Maybe I should design something funny and see if he finds it funny, right? Maybe I should do a funny thumbnail. Right, legends, but this is basically your box that you're looking at for potential rejection if momentum continues here to the upside. We break the trend successfully. We do not take the low. We tap the 0.618 over here. When you take a fib from that low to the high, we tap the 0.618. Okay, maybe you get another higher low. We continue the momentum here to the upside. This is the area where I will be looking for shorts. This is the area where I will be looking for weakness. This is the area where I will be looking for bearish CVD. And remember, it doesn't just go like this, right? You expect price to go up and range a little bit. And in the range, in these ranges, okay, that is where you find the clues where the price is going up or where the price is going down. Because inside of this range, there's either massive weakness building up or there's massive strength building up. I like to use CVD to show me the way because CVD shows me strength and weakness, and also whether it's a three-wave corrective structure, whether it's creating impulses back to the downside, but you want to see a range form that can give you the clues as to whether price is continuing or whether it's finding weakness and it's going to come back for a larger three-wave structure. Okay. Right, but the box that I've highlighted for the fifth wave over here, legends, is the most common fifth wave targets. This is the most common fifth wave targets. I would say you don't really want the fifth wave to get lower than this. This is the lowest target. You don't want it to be lower. This is a very, very common fifth wave target, but it can go higher. It can definitely go higher. You just don't want it to go lower than this. Okay, but the fifth wave can go higher. So just want to stress that it can go higher if price continues here to the upside. But Dewald said this is the box and now we're going higher. Fifth waves can extend to the upside. Right, I just want to see if I use this method again where the 1.618 is. Okay, yeah, I mean the 1.618 is also in the box. Okay, using this method, you have the 1.236, the 1.382, the 1.618. Very common fifth wave targets, okay? And then the most bullish case scenarios when you take your fib from the bottom to the top of 3 to the bottom of 4, and the 0.618 is where the top of the box is at 1111. Okay, so that is what I'm watching to the upside. Cool, legends. What is the time? 8:15, right? Price is still in the decision moment. So we are basically planning, you know, and this is what trading is about. It's about having a plan regardless of where price goes to. If price goes up, if price goes up, we know what to do. Okay. If price goes down, we know what to do. Okay. Levels. We've discussed all the levels. So it's about having a plan at specific levels. I have a plan over here. I have a plan over here. And I have a plan over here. I don't know. No one knows which way price is going to go. But when price hits these levels, I know what to do. Right. That's basically what technical analysis is about. And then you apply your trading strategy. You break the D line. You have your reason why you're entering. You're looking for your candles. You know where to put your stop loss. You know where to take profits because we don't know where price is going to go. It's all just a game of probabilities, right? You look for weakness. You look for strength. You know where to take profits. You know where to get in and out and so forth. And that basically is what trading is about. So legends, I've spent a lot of time here on Bitcoin. Okay, 54 minutes on Bitcoin I've spent here on the technical analysis. So, right, just dropping you guys with education here at the moment. And I'm sure the altcoin requests are going to start flowing in here in a second, right? So, I mean, if we're going to find upwards momentum, right, hopefully we're going to get some of the altcoins exploding as well. But dominance is just not playing ball at the moment. If I have a look here at Bitcoin dominance, I have seen, okay, and I think this is the frustrating part for most traders, because I see how frustrated the people are getting, okay, is Bitcoin dominance, right? Let me take the volume out. You don't need volume for dominance. Let's go on to the 12-hour time frame. Let's just look at the structure over here. While Bitcoin was grinding here to the upside, guess what happened to the altcoins? They did nothing. They actually fell to the downside, because dominance over here is crawling to the upside, which means that the love chart, I like to call this the love chart. The love chart is going up. Right. Dewald, wait another 6 minutes and give us 1 hour TA on BTC. With please. It's important to do BTC, especially today. Los Angeles. Is Miss Melanie here in the live stream? Oh, good morning, everyone from Los Angeles. Are you lost there in the Angeles? Do we have a CVD video? Yes, the pro community. Do I have the Discord open here? Yes. Okay. So here in our Pro Legends community, let me just mark everything as red, so it's nice and clean. We have trading tools, and then here is a nice little template that the people can use inside of the Legends Pro community. And there's also a YouTube video that they can go watch on how to use CVD properly. So I have made a video, but it's unfortunately only available for the Legends Pro community for now. Right. And that is the first link down here in the description. First link down here, that is where you join our Legends Pro community, or the free Discord community as well. Right. I suppose I need to answer my own question over here. Well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, I just clicked anyone, right? 50-50. What? How indecisive, right? 50% of you think we're going up, and that's kind of how the market is feeling at the moment. 50-50. I asked the question, do you think we're going to hit 110 first, or you think we're going to hit $100,000 first? And it's 50-50. Indecision. You can see the indecision. Everyone is waiting for that news to come out. Right, legends. The one thing I want to highlight here, legends, is if you now saw me talking about the D-line strategy and we are breaking out and we do have some 15-minute candle closes above, I just want to forewarn you, please trade with good risk management. There is news coming out and price can get very volatile. It could even just stop you out and then it continues in the direction you wanted it to continue anyways, okay? This is why I don't like to trade news, okay? Although you are applying a trading strategy, you know where to put your stop loss and you know where to take profits, it might do this. Stops you out, or it goes down deeper and it does that. Or it goes up and it stops you out, right? News can be very volatile and it can invalidate your trading strategy, especially if you're not quick with taking profits or you're risking way too much. Okay. I have seen a couple of people with personal messages that I've received is that I will show a trading strategy and I will say, this looks like an interesting long. This is where I'll put my stop. This is most likely where I'll take profits. Trade turns against the person, okay, and price still moves in the flavor, but they risk it. They risked the entire portfolio at 50-20x leverage. Okay, please don't be that person. Okay, we trade with good risk management. We don't risk more than 1 to 2% of our capital per trade, right? Depending on how many boxes you can tick. Have a plan. Have an invalidation. Don't risk more than what you can afford to lose. Right? I get stopped out many times as a trader, legends. It's not to say that I'm here on a YouTube stream and I highlight a trade that it is definitely going to play out, okay? Because I know there's a lot of new people joining as well, people are coming and they're watching the channel and they're like, oh, Dewald is speaking about a trade. I'm just going all in, okay? Please don't do that. I get stopped out multiple times, but my winning trade supersedes my losing trades. Therefore, I stay profitable, but I still get stopped out. Andy, also gets stopped out. Aditya, Mr. Raiden, an absolute legend inside the pro community, also gets stopped out, right? You're just applying a trading strategy with good risk management. Right. Where can we like to be? Let's go and look at, okay, evening Dewald. Is it good idea now to convert all my BTC to ETH? Whew. Wow. That is a good question, right? That is a very good question. I'm not sure. I mean, you know, I like to ask myself that question before I give advice. Dewald, would you convert all of your Bitcoin to ETH? What I can tell you is that I have taken profits, okay, from certain coins, not just Bitcoin, and I have diversified it into coins that I believe can still gain more upwards momentum. Okay. So, yes, do I think ETH is still going to have its time to shine and outperform the price of Bitcoin? Yes. But I can't really make that decision for you. Okay. Like, so I can give you an example of XRP, right? So let's go here onto Mr. XRP, USDT. I don't know why it does that. Here we go. No, yeah, it's that one. Right. So I took profits on XRP, for example, and I bought a bunch of other altcoins, right, that has not done this to the upside yet. So for me, what I sometimes do is when I have an amazing entry at 44 cents, okay, I have an entry at 44 cents on XRP right there. There's my entry on XRP. And when I rode this whole momentum here to the upside, I can't remember, somewhere either here, I can't remember exactly where I took profits, okay, but I took a significant amount of profits on XRP, and I went and I diversified into altcoins that has not done this yet. So for me, that's part of my trading strategy, is that you take profits from your winning trades and I put it into altcoins that I believe can still do this with high conviction. Okay, I don't just go and buy a damn meme coin and go and bet my profits. I don't do that. Right. But for me, it is always great to take some profits from your winning trades, either keep it or grow your portfolio or diversify it into tokens like TIA. Okay. I actually took some of my XRP profits and I bought TIA. I bought Layer AI. I bought, what else did I buy? Let me just check over here. I bought AR, a little bit more AR. I bought Layer AI, AR, TIA, AGI, LAM, Fala Network. You guys can see, but I bought into the tokens that has not exploded yet. And Fala Network actually exploded, right? I bought Fala Network over here somewhere, right? And it had a nice little pump here to the upside. I didn't take profits yet because I think it still has the potential to go and claim the highs. This is where I will take profits again on Fala Network and diversify it into something else if I do see an opportunity. Okay, if all the altcoins are just rampaging to the upside, I might just take profits and keep my dry powder on the side. Okay, so Fala Network I still think has a way to go, and it definitely has the potential to at least come and claim 37 cents. TIA, on the other hand, I've actually tweeted this morning. I X'd this morning. I don't even know if you call it tweeting anymore, right? But on the X platform, it does look really juicy, Mr. TIA over here. Okay, you have a deviation, but basically it offered, when you broke out, it offered support, you lost it. Resistance, 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 resistance. So you guys can see it's an important line, right? This box is very important. Now you have broken out with high volume, okay? And guess what? You're now potentially flipping resistance into support. So, you know, when you take profits on some of your favorite altcoins that's already mooned to the upside to buy opportunities like this, I don't think that's a bad idea. For me, at least, that's not a bad idea. Okay, please do your own research. This is not financial advice. I'm just a person that's entertaining everyone here on the live stream. Okay, so for me, I bought, even no financial advice, I even bought a little bit more TIA this morning. I really like where we are, and I do accept the fact, if I look at this structure here on the 8-hour time frame, okay, I don't even know if I want to tell you guys that, but let's see, right? Let me spill some beans over here. Do you guys see the red line? Do you guys see that red line? That is my invalidation. Still pretty far away, but for me, anywhere, any dip here potentially is still a great buying opportunity, as long as you don't get acceptance back inside the trend, and as long as the 786 is my maximum target, where I will still add, right? But there's my invalidation. Okay, that is where my 4.1 is, where my stop loss is. But I want to warn you guys, okay, from where price is now up until my invalidation is 35%. So if you have a 5x leverage position open, you will be liquidated before price gets to that level, right? And this is why if you do open up a swing trade, you know, you want to stick to 2-3 max leverage. You don't really want to go over 3x leverage, so that you don't get liquidated when your invalidation hits. So I'm pretending, okay, now for me, to make my trading easier for me is, what if this is the 15-minute time frame, or this is the 1-minute time frame that you're looking at over here? Okay, and the percentage moves are 1% to the upside, 1% to the downside. If you played this breakout over here, where would you put your stop loss? Below the low. This is potentially a beautiful retest that already took place, and now potentially we're going to find upwards momentum. So I'm playing the larger time frame exactly the same way as I would trade a 15-minute candle or scenario. Okay, so this is my TR outlook, right? I do, and I want to stress, I do have an invalidation. And if price falls down and I do a live stream and you ask me, Dewald, did you get stopped out? The answer will be yes, I got stopped out. Okay. And now I'm looking, and well, I can tell you guys now, if price dips below and it gets acceptance back above this low, I will most probably nibble at another long over here, because that is a beautiful trade over there, but I don't think we're going to get it. Right, so TR looks absolutely amazing, right? Another one, three that I added, 3 tokens that I added this morning, a little bit more to my spot bags. Okay, and remember, TR, Leia, or Lay, okay, I don't know, Leia AI, AR, and AGI that I've got over here can all be traded on Bluffin and Weeks that I have links for down in the description. Only an email and a password to sign up, low trading fees by using the link down in the description. You get that chance to spin the wheel. The more you trade, the more chances you get to spin the wheel. And with Bluffin, the more you trade, the more money gets airdropped into your account. So these are the best deals that I have available at the moment for the community. Make sure that you take advantage of it. If you go and Google these exchanges and you sign up by yourself and not use the links down in the description, you might not get close to the sign-up bonuses or the money that gets airdropped into your account, or a chance to spin the wheel and win up to 1 Bitcoin. And especially on Weeks, you will not get these trading fees. Okay, you're going to pay higher trading fees. And believe me, the trading fees makes a difference, especially if you're keeping positions open for longer. The trading fees makes a big difference. Right. So, legends, AR. Okay, let's talk. Well, let me first talk about Leia AI. I know, Mariela, you are here in the live stream. Yes, Mariela, you here in the live stream. I know Mariela also has a bag of Leia AI, right? I also have a bag. So on the larger time frame, I really like where Mr. Leia is. I spoke about this yesterday as well, and the reason I'm touching on it so ever so slightly at the moment is because I bought some this morning. Okay. No financial advice, right? And can you guys see my red line? Can you see it? Do I have to point it out? I have a clear invalidation. Okay, so Mr. Leia over here is still inside of the accumulation zone. It's been testing the resistance. TIA that I've just shown you has already done this. TIA is here. Okay, Fetch is here. Flux is here. Some of the altcoins are over here. They've already done the breakout to the upside, and now they're retesting this area as support. Okay, Layer AI is still inside of the accumulation phase. right? So it can still get choppy, and maybe it's still going to test our patience before it has the breakout to the upside. I have a clear invalidation, and right, I bought a little bit more this morning. Okay, so right now I need to look at this structure here on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, Dewald, can we still expect lower levels? Has it found the floor? Right, so from a Fibonacci perspective, we have now officially tapped the 786 for the first time. We have tapped the 786, and I told everyone on the live stream when we were trading, let me just switch this magnet off. When we were trading over here, okay, even when we were trading over here, I told everyone I really like these lows. It would be so nice while we were trading over here. Okay, it would be so nice if we can come and sweep up these lows and tap the 786. Right, and then this morning when I woke up, this happened. Bing! Claimed the liquidity, and we tapped the 786. So what did I do? I added a little bit more to my spot bag. For me, you know, I buy the dips. I'm not buying the pumps. I'm not buying over here. I buy the dips, right? That is a good trading strategy, is to buy the dips. And if it does that again, but I really wanted to hold support in this zone. Really wanted to hold support in this zone. For me, this is a good zone where it needs to hold support, right? Okay, I just want to see something. Yeah, go back to the regular. Okay, that looks better. That looks better. Right, so on layer AI, I think we're going to still have to be a little bit more patient. You can see that I've got some trends with alarms that I'm tracking here at the moment. Can you guys see the alarms? Yes, you can. So here's a trend that I'm tracking. There's a trend that I'm tracking. And depending on whether we successfully break out over here, I could decide to add a little bit more to the position. Yes, Mariella, when mooning, all right, we're just patiently waiting over here, but I do know that patience will reward, okay? A lot of people, okay, unfortunately, it's sad to say that when a token does this, then on the live stream, they want to buy over here, okay? Dewald, can I buy? Dewald, can I buy? And then I'm like, but where were you when we spoke about layer AI here? Where were you? Were you too scared to buy over here? Were you supposed to buy? Now that you want to buy over here, you are exposing yourself to so much risk. Okay. The higher you pump and the more you FOMO in at the tops, the more you're exposing yourself to risk. So we are buying where it's uncomfortable to buy. I'm telling you guys now, it's uncomfortable to buy here, right? Bitcoin looks like it might be topping out soon. What if Bitcoin tops out here and it just crashes here to the downside? It is very uncomfortable to buy here. And when I feel uncomfortable, that's usually where I buy. I need to feel uncomfortable. Okay, so legends, and that's just my strategy. AR, same thing. Okay, I would really like Mr. AR to come to the 0.618, but you can see, okay, also something that I spoke about on AR is I want us to claim the lows. Okay, and ideally, I want us to claim this pivot. Okay, really want us to claim that pivot, but you might not get there. But it does look like it's, you know, the corrective structure is forming this wedgie structure over here. I mean, getting acceptance back above these lows over here, if AR can get acceptance back above, and I see this, I think it's going to be game on. It's going to leave without you, right? It's literally going to leave without you. I might be waiting for that level. I might not get it. Okay, so I added a little bit more AR to a swing trade this morning. I still have my spot bag entry over there. I didn't add to my spot bag. I actually added to a swing trade that I've got open on Bluffin or Weeks. I can't remember. One of those two. Right, then AGI also looks fantastic for me. Okay, Mr. AGI broke out, lost it, but I mean, it's still inside the train station. Structure still looks incredibly bullish. I like this. I just really like price going sideways like this. Really, really, really love it. And as long as price is here in the buy zone, this is for me what I call buy zone. As long as price is in the buy zone, it's usually a great place to accumulate. So I added a little bit more spot on AGI, which is also an AI ecosystem play. Right, so it had a little bit of a fake out. It got acceptance back above. Now we have to wait. Now we just have to be patient. And my invalidation is quite far away. Okay, I will keep on adding to this token. Right. Cool. What else? PRQ. Let's go and have a look at PRQ for the legends. Why not PRQ? PRQ I think PRQ is pumping, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't PRQ pumping like crazy? Yes, 10%. Oh, what I mean, you see now. No, this is not where you want to buy, right? So I know you guys want me to have Mr. Godfather. Yes, you want me to have a look at PRQ, but I hope you've already bought because I know, and I don't watch all of Andrew's live streams. I know Andy spoke about PRQ and he told everyone exactly where to buy PRQ. Andy has been speaking about PRQ in this zone for maybe 2 weeks already, or a week, more than a week. He's been speaking about PRQ over here. Okay, now it had the breakout to the upside. Now there's nothing you can do. We do not FOMO. So exactly like I told you guys on Layer AI is here. That is where you buy. Once this happens, you sit back, you relax, you make some popcorn, and you watch the price action. You do not do anything because I do think that PRQ has the potential, okay, even with some pullbacks, to go and claim the high here at 31 cents. Right. So for me, this is a no trading zone. And based on the price action and the weeks that I see over here, I'm not going to do analysis on the smaller time frames. It's not a day trading token. You should have spot bought, or had a small little swing position open here. Okay, I know Andy has been talking about this token, right? And now it's gotten the momentum back to the upside, and now you enjoy the profits. This is not a buy zone. Okay, and I've just shown you guys Layer AI. Do you see? Do you see where Layer AI is? Do you see why I'm buying over here? Because I want this. Okay, I want this. And I'm going to be very patient for that. And once Layer AI has done this, I'm going to say, well, why do you want me to analyze it now? You should have paid attention in class over here. Okay, cool. Mr. Godfather, you also asked for other altcoins, but let me give someone else a chance as well. Mr. MA, hello, Master. Can we take a look at TRB, please? Why not? TRB, okay, depending on what I see. Legends, please excuse me. If I look at a chart and I don't like the technicals, I might just skip over it, okay? I'm not even going to waste my time. TRB, USDT. I do actually have it here. So I did chart it before. Let's see what I did before over here. Ooh, okay, I did some, I most probably did some education over there. Don't buy the tops, right? And then, I mean, it looks good. It has broken momentum. It looks like it can still continue sideways. So the bullish signs are there. It has broken trend. It is consolidating outside of the trend, which is a bullish sign, but just remember it can still do this for long, and then it starts getting momentum to the upside. So for me, this is a bullish sign. So if you want me to have a look at it from an investment perspective, it looks like probabilities are higher to move up at some stage than to fall down, unless something bad happens in the project. You guys have to remember, even though the technical analysis can look great, okay? I just want to stress this on any altcoin except Bitcoin. Every single altcoin has a team of people behind it. People stuff up. People make mistakes. Behind every project, there can like to be people behind this project, and the technicals shows you the health of the project, how well they're doing. Is their marketing intact? Are they signing new partnerships? Are they following what they said on the white paper? Do they have a roadmap for 2025? The health of the project shows inside of the chart. If the technicals looks good and price does this, someone stuffed up. A CEO stole money out of the company. They liquidated a position. They played with high leverage. They lied. They didn't follow the roadmap. Okay. This is people stuffing up. Okay, if you see this, if they do what they're supposed to be doing, okay, it will most likely go up. Right, so from a technical perspective, it looks good. Not great, it looks good. But I just want to stress, guys, if this happens, it's not because the technicals were off. It's most likely something went wrong inside of the project. Right, so, I mean, that's the only analysis I can do here on Mr. TRB. It looks bullish. I'm not, let's see here on the 8 hour. I don't really want to go lower than the 8 hour because, I mean, it's just too volatile. The wicks, the price action shows me that it has either low liquidity or a low market cap, or it's a young project. So I don't really want to do technical analysis on the smaller time frames. The best time frame to use for some of these low cap alts like Umbrella and those type of altcoins is the daily and the weekly time frame, and you just, you know, slowly dollar cost average into the to the projects with low capital because they are high risk. Okay, cool. Can you please confirm that WIF is at a good buy zone? Yasin, why not? WIF is a meme coin, if I'm not mistaken. WIF. Let's do this. Mr. WIF. Oh, we have Fed news in 19 minutes. It's going to be very interesting to see how Bitcoin reacts. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just stuffing around. Still neutral. Still neutral. Okay, still neutral. I just want to have a look at CVD. Let's see. And we are forming bullish CVD with this drop here to the downside. So you can see, you know, you go up, it forms slightly bearish CVD. You go down, it forms slightly bullish CVD. It's like the market is waiting for the news, right? The market is it's going to wait for the news before it makes a decision. It's not going to claim the low and it's not going to claim the high until the Fed interest rate decision comes out. Then the market will show us which way it wants to go. Okay. Right. WIF. Let's go back to WIF. Is WIF in a great buying zone at the moment? Okay, that looks good. First bounce, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This could be multiple 1, 2s, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so, I mean, from a simplicity perspective, WIF actually tapped the 1.618. Okay, beautifully. When you take a fib extension, where did I take that fib extension? From the low. So measuring this wave from the low to the high to the low, technical analysis is absolutely beautiful. Wow. Okay, you measure this wave to see how high this wave can go. 1.618. Tapped to perfection. Right, okay, so now what I want to do is take a fib from this low to the high. Okay. And yeah, you're kind of starting to hit a maximum target over here. Okay, you are hitting a maximum target, right? So maximum target basically means that it's now or never, right? So when you take a fib from this low to the high, the maximum target from a bullish perspective is usually, in most instances, the 786. So this is considered a bullish buy, the maximum bullish buy to the downside, or the worst, okay, from a retracement perspective. If price still, you know, tumbles down here to the downside and it starts tapping the 0.88, it's not an invalidation. You can still get a bullish bounce, but it starts increasing the probabilities that you're going to come and take the low. So you want WIF to hold this level over here. You really want it to hold the level. Also, it's busy doing, let me do this. Yeah. Okay, let me do that. Okay, you can see how beautifully this box has been respected. You have support, support, support. You lost it, resistance, 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 resistance. You broke out with high volume. Now this zone needs to hold. So you want to do a RS flip over here. This zone needs to hold because you've held it for so long and it's acted as resistance for so long. You've broken out with high volume. You want this area to hold as support. If price is most likely going to tap the 0.88, you're getting acceptance back below support, and you can come and claim the low. So if your question is it a good buy at the moment? I would say it's most probably the best bullish buy, because if you lose this area, you're going down further. So you are potentially buying at the best lowest bullish point. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Right. What else? Thoughts about Doge? Oh, let's go and have a look at Doge. I actually haven't looked at Doge in a while, but I do remember it had a nice pump to the upside. I do have a spot bag of Doge. Oh, beautiful pump to the upside. I mean, what an insane pump to the upside. You know, there's your wave. 1, 2, 3. Massive volume is always in your third wave. Okay. I bought my spot bag there of Doge. That's where I bought Doge. I think, well, I actually bought Doge during this entire zone over here. Okay, I bought Doge with every little dip. I bought Doge, every little dip, because that's my investment strategy. I buy the dips. Okay, and I bought a little bit more over there. And then when we broke that trend, I added a little bit more to my spot bags. I did not expect for this to shoot up the way it did, but I mean, I bought at the right place. So now this, okay, could potentially be a topping point. So the one thing that I will look out for Doge over here is, okay, once you've had a massive 1, 2, 3 now to the upside, you could then for 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. Maybe there was triple 1, 2s here at the bottom. Okay, I'm not going to go and count it into detail, but I can see it makes a high, comes down, makes a high, comes down. So the majority of the third wave is done. It's now just finishing up the 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, but now once you start consolidating like this, you still expect a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more high. You still expect one more high, but the retracement can get nasty. This retracement can get nasty. Okay, so the easiest way for that retracement, and I know it's a big target zone, unfortunately, because it has pumped the way that it did, is that you take your fib. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I would say from these lows over here, you take your fib here from around 1 cent or 10 cents to the high, and this is now, okay, from the 382 up until the 15%, that is your buy zone. Okay, it looks like we already tapped the 382, maybe ever so slightly front runned it. Okay, so unfortunately, this is your buy zone. If you tap the 0.618, you increase the probabilities that this is not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is something else. Okay, you're most likely going down lower. So this is your bullish target, speculating on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take the highs once again. So this entire zone, unfortunately, is a load up zone, and it can come down to 29 cents, which is still a bullish target for a fourth wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to see 4 stop at 29 cents, and then you can still come claim the high. Okay. So, and I actually see the structure on a lot of altcoins, okay, where they are busy with their fourth waves, and it still has the potential to go and claim the highs in a fifth wave. Right, so it's unfortunately a big zone, a massive zone. I mean, from where price is now to the 50% FIB level, I mean, that's 24%. Eesh. We are dumping. Are we dumping? No, man. Price is still consolidating. It's just consolidating. Bullish, bearish, bullish. It actually looks like it built up slight bullish CVD on yellow between those two pivots, confirming that it could potentially still come and claim the high. It's waiting. It's waiting for the Fed interest rate decision. Thank you so much for the analysis. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍, absolute pleasure. Smash up the like, legends. I must say, I think I'm very lucky. Usually when I have 200 or 300 people watching the streams, the likes that I usually get is very close to how many people have actually watched the stream. So I'm very grateful in that sense. Okay, so thanks guys for smashing up the likes. I appreciate it. Much love. Dewald, can you look at KDA, please? KDA, why not? Mr. KDA, USDT. Let's do it. Let's do it. First want to go to the 1 hour. Okay. Same scenario. Okay, cool. So, KDA is actually, let me see. Yes. Yes. Okay, so now, if, right, KDA actually is in a better buy zone than Doge. Okay, because if you're speculating on a 1, 2, 3, which is now done, we are busy with a fourth wave. Look at where we are. That's your maximum target for a fourth wave. Okay, so KDA is actually in a place where it is make or break. This is where it needs to bounce to still go and complete a fifth wave. This is where it has to bounce. $1.2 areas. As soon as you tap the 0.618, could this be a 1-2-1-2? Yeah, I mean, it can definitely happen. It just lowers the probabilities because your second 1-2 is insanely bigger than your first 1-2. Ideally, you want to see a 1-2-1-2. Okay, your second 1-2 most commonly is smaller than your first 1-2. So it's not an invalidation, it just lowers the probabilities. So can this be a 1-2-1-2? It taps the 0.618? Yes, it's just a very low probability. What you rather want to look out for is a structure that carries higher probability. And the structure that carries higher probability is that you form a 1, 2, 3, 4 maximum target 50% fib level, and you go and complete a fifth wave. Okay. So yes, KDA is actually finding support where it's supposed to find support, right? Beautiful support over here. And this could also be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go and complete your third wave. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, so this is a little 4 over here, your bigger 4 likes to retrace to the same degree of the previous 4. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let me go back here onto the 12-hour time frame and try and explain it just a little bit better, because this applies to all technical analysis, not just KDA over here. Okay, when you form, let me do this, little bit of education. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make that a different color, and we call it, it's a micro. Okay, so each wave has 5 waves inside of it. Okay, when you have a bigger 1 in green, 2, 3, okay, now you're busy with 4 over here. When you and inside of the third wave, you also have 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bigger 4 likes to retrace to the same area, more or less, okay, as this little 4 over here. Okay, so ideally, and the 50% fib level is your maximum target for fourth wave. So the fact that it is ranging over here, okay, and it has not claimed the 0.618, and it is finding support inside of this consolidation area, could be the ticket for momentum out of here. So I think what's more interesting is what does it look like on the smaller time frame. So let's go on to the 1 hour and see if there's not an easier way to trade it. Okay, so yes, that looks sexy. So there's this one, and there's this one. Wait, the more conservative trend. I like sometimes the more conservative trends, that one over there, right? So you have a choice. You can say that I don't care what happens over here. Ooh, I do like the SFP. I like this. I really like that. You grab the low and you got acceptance back above. Really like it. FYI, I really like it. This fourth wave is very close to this fourth wave. Okay, you have a trend. Wait for the breakout. You have another trend. If this feels too aggressive, if this trend is too aggressive, wait for the conservative trend to break out before you make a trading decision. If you want to exercise good risk management, right? I mean, I don't like to tell people what to do. Okay. So please have a plan. This looks like it's a great buying zone with good risk management. Don't go and buy with more than what you can afford to lose. Okay. Cool. True legend, Mariela. Yes, Mariela is an absolute legend. She is on my live stream. She's on Andy's live stream. Mariela is inside of our Legends Pro community. She is a very active person indeed. So appreciate the support, Mariela. People smashing the like and staying until the end of the live streams are the real legends, real Dewald army. Yes, thanks everyone. Yes, and I appreciate that, including you, Mariela, always staying here until the very end. Mr. Not Financial Advice is still here as well. Okay, cool. Legends, I have unfortunately run out of time. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Oh, wait. Should I stay another 5 minutes just for the interest rate decision? Should I stay? Should I stay? Just see what happens? I'm now curious to see what's going to happen. I bought MDMA. MDMA. Is someone high here on the live stream? Someone bought MDMA. Okay, let me stay another couple of minutes. Right. Stay. Stay USDT. Stay until the rate decision. Gotta be done. Please hold on, mate. Stay sensei. I will stay. Let's see what happens. Let's see what cooks over here, legends. So, I mean, for now, okay, someone posted, yeah, it looks bearish. We're falling down, right? Now we're getting acceptance back above the trend. Okay, it's just ranging. It's waiting for the Fed interest rate decision. Let's just keep this calendar open over here. Refresh it. And let's see. Does it come in higher than expected or lower than expected? Ooh, it's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. So previous was 4.75. The forecast is 4.5, and people are expecting 4.5. So people are expecting that interest rate is going to stay exactly the same as what they forecasted. Okay. Previous was 4.75, so they wanted to come down by 0.25. Let's see. Let's see. I think if interest rates are going to stay at 4.75, we're going down. Definitely we're going down. If interest rate stays at 4.5, that's an indecision. It's like, but I mean, obviously, if it comes in lower, we're going up, right? We're going to go and complete that fifth wave to the upside. I might just speculate over here and also say that maybe if we come in at 4.5, what is going to happen then, right? That is a good question. That is a good question. It's more the speech that the more important. Yes, Daniel, I agree with you. It's the Fed conference. It's this press conference 30 minutes after that has the biggest impact, depending on how people ask the questions, the press, how they ask the questions and how Powell answers, that moves the price up and down. Okay, so I mean, would be interesting to see what the price comes out or the interest rate comes out and how does it, impact the probabilities. You can see, ooh, indecision. Should we enter long? Should we enter shorts? What is going to cook over here? Right, let me take this out the way. I just want to have my levels ready. I want to have my levels ready. Okay, I want to set an alarm at the 0.618 because I can tell you guys now when this alarm goes off, I'm going to be looking for longs with any retracement. Okay, if this alarm goes off, even with a bounce, I'm going to be looking for a short. And I already have an alarm on that. So I have alarm at the 0.618 and I have an alarm at the 0.618. The market is now going to make the decision and it's going to tell us what the probabilities are. You tap this level, even with the retracement, I will be looking for longs. Okay, or it might just smash and move up, right? Then I can't look for longs. Then you should have had a long in this zone already, right? But if we do get a nice little three-wave corrective structure, I will be looking for longs or maybe track the trend. Okay, if it forms, if it rejects by the 618 and I will have a trend and I'll play the breakout. If we go down lower and I see this, I could still enter along, but then I know the probabilities are lower to move down. So I will be aggressive with profit taking because you could make a lower high and then fall down. So I will still be looking for long, but now I know the probabilities and I know where to take profits. So let's see. Let's see. Ooh, is it out? Is it out? Oh, 4.7, 4.5. So the market got exactly what they wanted. The market got 4.5. Okay, so now this is interesting. The market got exactly what they forecasted. The consensus was 4.5. The forecast was 4.5. Previous was 4.75. So we came down. Inflation, interest rates is 4.5. So how is the market responding to this? 4.5 rate cut. Yeah, that's the rate. So they cut it by 25 basis points. Kind of a dud. Alts, others are ripping. Well, trying to. Let's see, is Doge doing anything? Okay, let me see if the spot bags I bought this morning is doing anything. Let's see, Tia, are you doing anything? PRQ is still doing its magic. Let's see. Okay, yeah, the alts are moving. The alts are moving. Layer AI is moving. AR is moving. The alts are react. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. Okay, it's so small, legends. It's so small. What is CVD doing over here? Oh, massive bullish CVD building up. Massive bullish CVD. Okay, do you guys see the bullish CVD? I don't even have to draw the lines. I just see them. I smell them. Nice bullish CVD. So maybe, okay, we're going to get momentum here to the upside. So you can see that retail is trying now to push the price down and smart money is absorbing the shorts. Okay. Almost a double confirmation here on white. Almost, not just yet, almost. But CVD going down, okay, is a good sign. It's a very good sign. That means that any shorts are being absorbed by bigger players, by smart money, market makers, or however you want to call them. Right. So let's see, legends. So probabilities for now are to move to the upside slightly more. Okay. Thanks for AGI, Dewald. It's an absolute pleasure. 25 points, news in, sell the news, chop. Yes, chop. It's still chopping. You see, now the interest rate decision is out. We got the 25 basis decreased in interest rates. Okay. Now everyone is waiting for Powell to speak in 30 minutes from now. Okay. Now that is the thing. Okay. And Powell is going to talk, and maybe what's going to happen? We are committed to bringing interest rate down to 2%. He's going to say the same damn thing that he's been saying for the last 2 years. Okay. So maybe he's just going to do this. And then, right. But okay, there's my decision points. And I've highlighted the technical analysis during the beginning of the live stream where I went through all of the scenarios that I'm watching over here. So I'm not going to go through that again. Right, legends. I stayed on until the interest rate decision came out. 25 basis points cut rate happened. Okay, it happened. People wanted it. It was forecasted. They got it. What can I say? There is some local strength building up here. So, dare I say, purely based on the data that I see here in front of me, it looks like we could still get upwards momentum. Okay. Right. So I will end it off by saying that. Cool, legends. Santa rally, let's go. All I want for Christmas is an altcoin rally. Yes, that would be absolutely amazing. Mr. Rudy, if Powell would do a weather forecast, we would have 4 seasons in one day. That is a good one. Thank you, Dewald. Have a good day. Yes, guys, thank you so much for joining the live stream. Thanks for smashing up the like button. And I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.